Hopefully you can see this red line, alignment stick vertically, and what I'm working on is just going to hit these two wedges in. So I'm wanting my head to be basically here instead of here. That's where I would normally set up, so I'm wanting my head here. And obviously, in case you haven't thought of this, your head is probably as heavy as a good sized container of balls or a big watermelon, and it's balanced on your head, so it's balanced on your body. Something I never really thought about too much. As soon as you start to bend over, your head then becomes this weight. Now if the weight of your head when you're bent over becomes over here, there's only one way your shoulders can possibly move, and that, no matter how good your backswing is going to be coming out here and going out that way, which we commonly call over the top. And Jack Nicklaus famously always got his head, and it was like Jack Nicklaus was like left eye dominant at the ball, probably one of the most visually striking players to do this. So this is why we've got this red alignment stick. You're looking at this probably at the correct angle, so I'm going to try and keep my head kind of like the balls. Obviously try and set the ball roughly. Should maybe try and set the ball for this to let you see it. So I'll set the balls slightly ahead, so if this was straight, so I'm now ahead of that line, and that's obviously extreme, but when I line up you'll see that when I go on my head here, and it's a visual thing. Now I can get my head here and I'm thinking, look over my toe, so I'm actually thinking, if I show you that ball there, so I'm thinking this is my object ball, but I'm thinking I'm looking at that ball, but out my eye, without moving my head, I'm looking at the object ball. Confusing? As if you've never done it. And I'm guessing that the reason I'm putting this video out is it obviously helps me looking at what I'm doing. I'm also thinking that if I've missed this for so long, a lot of people out there will have missed the same thing. If you watch every pro on television, when you get a chance, you'll see that none of them, they always set very good at address. You'll know if you're doing this right. Two things will happen. One, you'll get a neutral ball flight stroke slight draw if you're doing it right, and maybe for the first wee while you'll notice that you actually overdraw things quite a bit, and it's because you'll also notice you're hitting the ball further with less effort. Because right, if I'm here in my old position here with my head like this, then I'm swinging back and I'm coming this way, I'm losing a lot of energy. But if I turn my head so that I can still see the ball, really my head's pointing here, and then I can swing in and staying under the ball and through, right? It gives you a lot more effortless power through the shot. It's what everyone wants. Light grip pressure, yeah, sure. It's an easy check. You feel that, head still. And start to really, hit the ball a lot better. So the other things you need to work on when you're doing this is, obviously it's a small shot, I've got a narrow stance. Hands slightly ahead, clip it. I mean, if you throw a dust sheet over these, the accuracy jumps, distance control with hardly any effort. And the reason I think it's a tiny move, right, this really. We made this up a while back, so what you can do is make yourself one of these clipper things. So this is a good way of doing it actually. So, when you set up, check with your head, you're going to be looking at that ball, right? But you're still got your eyes on that ball, and then just hit little shots there. So this is actually probably, if you're starting out, I made this clipper device ages ago, based on the gem, but obviously a lot lighter than the gem. So you could actually swing with this on it and hit shots one of two ways. This way, obviously like the gem, or you can have it this way, so you can push your hands and keep that ball forward all the time without your hands flipping at it. But if we turn it this way, then we can look at this ball at address. So I'm looking at this back edge of this ball, and now my eyes are looking at that ball. So I haven't moved my head, it's just my eyes that are moving. And when you've got this on, you've got to like hit smaller shots. Now, obviously, I'm hitting a wedge here, but what I'm telling you works for every single club in the bag. So the good thing about this is, you're working on it. I'm working on it, and it's helping me with every club, not just my wedge. Obviously, it's raining today, but that doesn't matter. We're out practicing. So, to recap, we're setting up, moving our head and making sure that we're now looking at this part here, but our eyes are fixed on the ball. The thing is, when you're using this, you can hit little 3/4 shots. You don't really want to be trying to hit a full shot with this, because obviously there is quite a lot of weight on that, even though, say it was just a ball. So you can see, you can set up with one hand, narrow stance, move my head to there, keep my eye on the ball. Hard to hit full shots with that one, but that would help if you were struggling with initially what I'm talking about. So, and 3-piece in and oh, and it's so easy to do, and you even get a little tiny draw with that. So it's three, watch this, right? So if I was setting it to out in the course, I'm walking into the shot. So I'll go in, lead arm, first, line, set, head, eyes, set. So it's like a 1, 2, 3. and made a huge difference. And the reason it's really helped is, if to show you this way, we're on a bit of an upslope here. Doesn't want to walk miles when it's raining, so right, but here, so when I show you that down the line, you'll see what I'm doing. I'm setting up to a ball, like I'm going to hit it. It's a 1, 2, 3, so line and lead hand, heel, and lock head, move eyes on ball, maybe need to shuffle in a bit, hand on, look at the ball, keep looking at it. Wasn't the greatest contact, but quite a sight to lie that. But yeah, so that's what it's like down the line. Oh, more comfortable you get with it, yeah, definitely helps. Yeah, so that's part one. Hopefully that helps you. Rain's coming on heavy. I'm going to show you something in part two. Just we've changed something in the bag to tell you about it. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the stuff on the channel, and this is just about what I'm doing to get better. If it applies to you, if you think it helps, put it in the comments. Just really, this channel is just really totally about like my game and where it is, what I'm doing. I've been playing, recording and having fun on the course for my game, and hopefully you get something out of it, and hopefully you can hear us. Obviously didn't have the mic with today, which might have helped though, but a sub's great. Thanks for watching.